really exciting thing at the end of this year, to be honest with you, was, what I could give back to my, to my employees. And, and starting this next year, we'll have 401k for them. We'll have full benefits. And those are things I never thought that I would ever be able to even give back to my, to my staff.
Yeah.
And when you start going through that, they kind of start asking you, like, what do you value as, as the owner of your company, and blah, blah, blah. And you start looking at it and you're like, I want to give back to the people who make this possible, and that value is my team. That value is my consumer. And, and the fact that I get to see their lives change in all of this, and watch my guys buy houses, and, they all drive nice cars and stuff. And it's incredible watching people's lives change. And I think, like, aside from me telling you that the game is highly what drives me, watching that has to be the most important part, I think. And that's I think it's a big difference. In a lot of successful entrepreneurs you talk to, they will talk about how close that family is and how much they care about them, and you watch over time how that changes or doesn't change, and it's just incredible watching other companies that I've gotten to talk to that have those same values. And I got to say that that's the most exciting part about our growth, has just been the amount of people we get to connect with, the amount I'm able to actually take care of my guys, when I thought that, at some point I wasn't sure if I really wanted to put some of my best friends into the situation, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be great for their life or not.
Yeah. I get it.
So it's been an amazing thing to watch.
Danny, just to reiterate to our listeners, you talked about selling, shirts out of the back of your Scion from your job at Harley, or, the shop that you and your dad had, and grinding away. I love the part of the story about moving to Arizona because you knew you could save on costs, and so many people forget about that option in life to move and get a lower cost of living. And here you are, you threw a huge number out there, 20 million in sales, and I appreciate your honesty on that. What a wonderful success and great product you have. So thank you for that. Where can people find you, buy your stuff? I think I gave a shout out to your Instagram, but what's the website, and where can we get some stuff, and what's new, anything for Christmas? Give us the final thoughts here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Dixxonquality.com. That's Dixxon quality.com. It's going to be your 24/7 plug for all those things. We do have a retailer list at the bottom of the website as well. So if you need a dealer locator, we are in several Harley shops across the country. We're not super big on retail because we really like to take care of those customers direct and really get to control your experience through that route. And a lot of the stuff that we do is pretty limited. So the best way to keep up on exactly what's happening, we're most active on Instagram, and that's at Dixxon_Flannel_Co. And you can follow my personal life at Danny Dixxon on Instagram, and I'm pretty active on there, going through everything. And then we're also on Facebook as well. So there's a couple different avenues of that. If you ever want to see the value, one of the strange things about our clothing is you probably never had a piece of clothing that sometimes could become more valuable than what you bought it for. You can search us on eBay. We don't sell on eBay personally. Yeah. However, that's become a thing where, like, our stuff's all over eBay for, some of the stuff that's more rare. We've seen it go for, $200 to $500 for a flannel. Wow. And it's crazy. That's not our game. However, it's kind of cool because it speaks to an investment that you're making for us. We're going to take over a portion of your closet. So
it's the Rolex of the future.
But I really appreciate you for having me on today. It's incredible to be able to, talk to you and share the story. It's really cool, man. I really appreciate it.
Danny, it's been my pleasure. Please congratulate your wife for me and from our listeners. And again, I love the example that you're setting as a husband and a father publicly, and the work that you're doing with your wife. So I wish there was more people out there like that on both sides of the sexes. And you guys it just seems like you're doing it right. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. And if you ever need any follow-ups or anything, just let me know.
Thank you for listening to today's show. It is my pleasure and honor to interview all of the guests that have been on the Answer is Yes podcast. If you have enjoyed the show, please go on iTunes and subscribe, give a rating, or simply tell a friend about the show. We also believe in the message of our guests and the positive influence of their stories. As my own mentor and coach, David Meltzer, has taught me, spend some time every day thinking and writing about the things in your own life that you have more than enough of. You will find out how blessed we really are. Please visit my website, livelifedriven.com, for the latest updates about me and what I'm doing. Plus, I post a monthly blog about the many topics on this show. This podcast can also be found there. As I learned early on in life, what you believe is what you will achieve. Thanks, Mark Victor Hansen, and thank you, and have a great week.